with all the bad luck, I feel like there's eventually some good luck there. It's just got to happen. I tried to stay away from awards, but this one was too spicy not to. Justin Herbert wins the MVP and takes the Chargers to the AFC Championship game. Do they win? I don't necessarily know.
Put the icing on the cake. Who do they verse?
In the AFC Championship?
I'm saving that for next week. I'm saving that for next week.
Bro, I don't see it, bro.
I've given you half of my,
you don't see it?
My championship.
I don't see Justin Herbert winning the MVP.
There's just unlimited
there absolutely
weapons on that team. Unlimited.
You don't see a world where Herbert probably throws the prettiest football in the entire NFL. Not only that, he has rushing ability.
Football.
He's handsome.
Rushing ability is a little bit of a stretch.
He does have rushing ability though. Yeah. He does. He absolutely does have mobility. It's not like the guy. He is a pocket passer, yes, but he also has mobility.
Okay.
As I said, you now add weapons, right? You add a guy in Quentin Johnston who is perfect for him to run a go route. That's all I'm asking for you. And then Justin Herbert, who throws arguably the prettiest deep ball in the entire NFL. Quentin Johnston, a 6'3", 6'4" receiver. Keenan Allen, one of the best slot receivers, if not the best slot receiver in the entire NFL, still to this day, being heavily slept on coming into this season. Granted, I get it, injuries, but last season was the only time that he got injured in the last 3 or 4 years. And when he's on the field, he's still elite. And Camp, still elite.
Guaranteed 10 targets a game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It takes some pressure off Austin Eckler to not have to get 120, 130 targets in a goddamn season from a running back. So I'm thinking we open up the offense. An underrated aspect of all this is Kellen Moore.
That's what turns me away.
Really?
That's what I know.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Me personally, I just wasn't a fan of Moore's play calling with Dallas. I thought it was pretty bad.
But Dak Prescott had his highest passing total seasons with Kellen Moore and had his best seasons of his career with Kellen Moore. Now you give Kellen Moore a guy like Justin Herbert, who, sorry, Dak Prescott, but is like 5 times more talented than you.
He is definitely maybe 4 times.
Okay.
5 times.
All right, cool. Sorry. 4 times more talented than you. And now we're talking about a potential guy who could throw 40 touchdowns plus, if not close to 50. Like, I honestly think Herbert can get up to 50 or close to 50 this season. And I think that's going to give you the MVP. Do I necessarily think
if he throws for 50 touchdowns,
close to 50 touchdowns, you're winning the MVP. So I think it's absolutely in the realm of possibility. Can injuries happen? Yes, but I think they also have possibly one of the best 4th wide receivers in the entire league in Josh Palmer right now. So I think there's weapons all over the place. The offensive line, if it stays healthy, is a top 10 unit in the NFL. And then obviously your defense is very good also if it stays healthy. But I'm going to operate in a world where injuries are turned off right now and Justin Herbert throws for close to 50 touchdown passes and wins MVP.
I don't think that's crazy. I was actually thinking of having a similar take, but I just can't trust anything Chargers related.
Yeah.
Things always go wrong for the Chargers.
I know.
No matter how talented the roster is, no matter how much you believe in the coach, even though it is Brandon Staley, the weapon is a quarterback. I mean, I was doing some research, and there have been very few teams that have been able to transition from franchise quarterback to franchise quarterback to franchise quarterback and have no success to show for it. I mean, the Chargers went from Drew Brees to Phillip Rivers to Justin Herbert and have no success to show for it. Yeah. Other teams that have transitioned, like the Packers, Favre to Rodgers, they've won a Super Bowl. You look at the Patriots, Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady, they've won. You look at even a team like the Eagles, McNabb had a Super Bowl appearance. Carson Wentz led the Eagles in the regular season, but Nick Foles finished the job. Jalen Hurts just got to one. So with the Chargers, they have the quarterback. They just for some reason have bad luck. I like Kellen Moore. I do. And Dak has had his best passing seasons, but I think the issue is going to run with the Chargers is that they don't have the running game that Dallas has had over the last couple of years. They're going to be one of the worst rushing football teams. I'm not a big fan of Eckler running in between the tackles. I think he's more of a receiving back, and you can have him go outside because he's agile as well. Quentin Johnson has a profile to be great, but the drop problems are real.
Yep.
And I think that there's going to be instances where Herbert throws a dot to Quentin, and it's a concentration drop, and he doesn't catch it. Keenan Allen is good, but he can win in a certain way. Mike Williams is good as well. The offensive line is really heavily relying on Rashawn Slater staying healthy because Corey Linsley is good. Zion Johnson, a rookie last year, is good as well, but the other guard spot is weak, and the other tackle spot is very weak. So a lot of the offensive line relies on two guys, really, because they don't have much depth outside of that. I think Kellen Moore will be fine for the Chargers, but like when I think about quarterbacks having an MVP season, I'm thinking of quarterbacks that can truly be top 3 in passing yards, passing touchdowns, and passer rating. And to me, those 3 guys that stick out to me the most are Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, and then you can throw in I'm forgetting one. You can throw in Jalen Hurts in there too. I think those have better quarterback seasons, and Lamar is another one who I wouldn't be surprised if he has an MVP like season either.
Agreed. I definitely agree. I just think, with all the bad luck, I feel like there's eventually some good luck there. It's just got to happen. Like at some point, it has to turn around, right? Unless like some franchises are just cursed, like unless it's just the fact, and the Chargers are just cursed. But man, it's got to turn around at some point. And I think like Herbert is just this talent that's willing, like able to overcome all of this. If there is a guy, like I think he's capable of doing all that. So I don't know. And you also missed a quarterback to quarterback with success duo, by the way. You missed Eli Manning to Daniel Jones because
I didn't miss
We're
one.
gonna say that.
You missed one. So
Eli Manning.
it's common oversight. It's okay. Like I totally understand, but you missed Eli to Danny. So it's just mention it next time.
Actually, okay. Funny story about Eli Manning. I talked to a guy at work last night who said he used to come into a restaurant that he used to work at. And when Eli would come out with his wife, that man didn't like to order his own food. He had his wife order all the time. He was like, "Yeah, Eli's one of the most awkward dudes at a restaurant I ever met."
It's so funny because everyone knows he's awkward. Like he is socially awkward, but like he's also just hilarious. Like he's hilarious, man. Like I love Eli. He's my.
I'm so excited for football and the Manning cast.
Yes, the Manning cast is gonna be sick, bro. I can't wait.
Oh.